Ready? So with this assignment, I'm going to go over how to do the Unit 1 summative assessment, which is the test over Unit 1 that we took a couple weeks ago. This assignment's worth 50 points, so it is a big chunk of your grade, and it could definitely pull up your grade to go over this. Now, the first thing I want to say is that this is a big assignment, but once you've read the chapters 9 and 10 and get a sense of what this assignment is asking you to do, it should come pretty easily. The first thing to note is that this is an open notes test, always has been, always will be. So the first thing that you want to do is read over chapters 9 and 10. Those are the two chapters in A Long Walk to Water where Salva is in the desert. The text is on Google Classroom, and you can also look up the audiobook on YouTube. Just search A Long Walk to Water chapter 9 or A Long Walk to Water chapter 10, and you'll have the audiobook. This first section then is pretty easy. It's just 4 questions that ask about the content of chapters 9 and 10. So once you read over those chapters, you should be able to answer these questions. Just highlight or underline the answer that fits. Moving down a little bit, we have section 2, character setting and plot. In this section, you're filling out this table to answer questions about the setting for Nya and Salva in chapters 9 and 10. So tell me, where does their story take place in this box? What the climate is like in this box? And this was more useful for Salva's story here because Salva is in the desert. And then lastly, what challenges they face because of the setting in these chapters. So think about what challenges do they face that are like specific to the setting. So what do they face here that they would not face if they were in like Memphis or France or someplace that does not deal with the same problems that Southern Sudan deals with? Secondly, in this box, you can tell me what kind of person does Salva have to be to survive in the desert this chapter, based on like what kind of the things that he's doing to keep going. What does he have to be like to survive? Moving on down to section 3, point of view. In this section, Nya doesn't know why the men have come to her village, and that demonstrates a type of point of view where she knows she doesn't know something, and because she does not, we don't either. We will only learn why those men have come to her village when Nya learns. That's either third person limited or third person omniscient point of view. And this is where, if you don't remember our discussion on this, some Googling I think is totally fine here. Do some research. The key is that Nya doesn't know something, so we don't know it either. Moving on down, section 4, the theme. So in this section, it's telling us that the theme of this chapter is that family is our most important support. If so, tell me some examples of when like 2 examples of when we see family being a support in these 2 chapters, and then why that's an example of family being a support in these 2 chapters. So family is our most important support. Where do we see that in these 2 chapters? And then finally, there's a quick little bonus here that's worth 5 points. So give it a shot at it. And lastly, just send me an email if any section on this test is confusing or you don't understand what to do, and I can help you out.